Hello, everybody. Getting ready to do a little fall classic baseball. I've just get on my main screen here, set the game up. There we go. This is my Excel version. Don't expect this when you purchase the Excel online. I like to do mine this way, a little more buttons, a little less setup. I tend to like to set mine up just using two columns of numbers my starting rotation and just do the same thing for defensive replacements. Just take the one number out, put the other number in, and there you have it. So we have the 99th is 7th, the 7th of April, 1993. Blue Jays at the Mariners. We have Chris Bosio and Al Leiter on the mounds. I just started playing around with this game and this season. I had this season in 1927. I've got more games done on the 27th season than this. But this is a cool season. Phillies were good. Went to the series, couldn't do it, but it was a good series, good season. And I like a lot of the other players in it, so I just started to play around with this too. I love baseball. I just play a lot of different games of it. I payoff pitch. I like payoff pitch. Okay, I like inside pitch. Probably is my favorite. This is fast becoming a favorite. I've just got this about 2 3 weeks now. Um, Dugout steps. I like dugout steps too. I don't have the memory for it anymore. Jeremy's got a job again, but I still so he's not as active on the web page as he used to be. But I did see where he posted that they still might do the electronic version of dugout steps. If they do that, then I will get the electronic version because dugout steps has everything in baseball, and it is one of the. I helped Jeremy automate his season making for a while, and there's a lot into that game. So I still have all the macros and stuff I made up for all that. Anyway, so um, batting orders are going to be Devin White, center field, batting first. Roberto Alomar, second base, batting second. Paul Molitor, DH and batting third. John Olerud, first base, batting fourth. Darren Jackson, right field, batting fifth. Ward Turner, left field, batting sixth. Ed Sprague, third base, batting seventh. Pat Borders, catching, batting eighth. Dick Schofield, shortstop, batting ninth. They'll be facing Chris Bosio. I don't have any stats to reach on. Really, it's only the second game into the season, so I'm not going to go through and read their batting averages and everything yet. They're kind of not really great yet. Nothing really to interest anybody. Al Leiter is on the mound for the Blue Jays, facing Omar Vizcael. Shortstop batting first. Henry Cotto, left field batting second. Ken Griffey Jr., center field batting third. Tino Martinez, first base batting fourth. Greg Litton, DH batting fifth. Shea Buhner, right field batting sixth. Mike Blowers, third base batting seventh. Dave Val, catching batting eighth. And Rich Amaral, second base batting ninth. Blue Jays would be the eventual World Series winners this year over my Phillies, if I'm not mistaken. I think I don't have my season screwed up, which I tend to get things screwed up, so who knows? Um, Standings. Yeah, World Series champs. So there you have it. Phillies were the Braves are the best team. Braves had an awesome pitching staff. One of the other reasons I wanted to play around with this. I always do full season replays. I'm a retard for doing that because I've yet to complete one. 80, I almost had 80. I actually had deep into September, and that's before I had a OneDrive, and I backed it up, but I'd not backed it up in quite a while. I got carried away, and I had a hard drive crash, and it took me about a year or two ago. I finally found a decent backup of it that took me back into June. So we're now back up to July. But it's kind of disappointing when you had it into September, or I was either into September or damn close to being into September. and that's mostly inside pitch. I think I added a few games of dugout steps into that, but that's mostly inside pitch. This one here, this is all fall classics so far. Inside pitch don't have the '93 season. It's one I wanted, and they don't have the 1920 season, which is another one I wanted. So I decided to try this game out because I saw good things of it, and I really like what I saw. So I figure I'll start showcasing this a little bit more too. I think my helper is ready to go, so I'm going to start playing it here. I have all the charts. I'm using all the charts. I have all them in here. This is what took the most time setting it up. Please don't ask for this because I can and will not share it um, because it's not mine to share. I did the work in it, but I cannot give the game away. And there's a lot going into putting the teams together. I have a converter that I use to convert the existing Excel charts into linear ones like this so I can use the data my way. So um, please don't ask for this because there's a lot involved in it and I can't send you all my files and I sure won't give away a free season. And I mean, if you want to work at it, I might be able to come up with sending up the a skeleton with a team in it so you can see how I have it set up. Um, Not the greatest. There are some teams that are too big, and I had to add some down here, and I actually forgot to. It looks like I forgot to sort. I'll do that later. My Toronto pitchers that are in alphabetical orders, but I get all that. I'll get all that as time goes on. A lot of steps to put a team together for this. I use retro sheet first. I got to have my pitching. It's integrated with my pitching status. This is another thing it takes time to set up. You've got all your transactions and stuff in here, so you know each day who's available. Um, and I do all that through my macros. First, I got to set up the transactions. Then I got to make sure the names match. So I have all that set up in macros and stuff. Pretty intricate. There's a lot that goes into me putting a season together. So I can't just, like I said, I really just can't give this thing away because there's so much that goes into it. You have to actually do a lot of work, and I don't have everything written down. I just go through it every time I set a season up. Um, and of course, the LUFs get all this through ATMG Manager for, I can't remember what game that is. Now I've played that from time to time too. And I get my pitching status. I go to retro sheet and I download that and I run a routine through the whole all the transactions for the retro sheet to pull out the innings the pitchers pitch and the pinch hitters, whether they bat, how many times they bat right versus righties and versus lefties. So I kind of have a pretty accurate idea when I pull in a pinch hitter or a reliever that they actually came in during that time span of the game and were available for that time. So I kind of mix it up so you're not always using the good pitchers and forgetting about the bad ones. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get this going on. We have Bosio first versus Devin White to begin with. Bosio was um, 9-9 with a save. They don't give the ERA in this game. I'm an old guy. I not old, but the whip was after my time. So I'm starting to get grasp whip a little bit. The whip for me is about average, but I'm still, even though I don't like ERA as a, because it's just too much based on too many things a pitcher doesn't have control over. They do have some control over. Don't get me wrong. You can usually tell whether a pitcher's good or not over a season by the ERA, but you can tell by playing replays that ERA is probably not the best way to rate your pitchers. It's a good tool, but don't rate your pitchers off of it because um, a guy can give up base loads of hits. I used to. Sherko was the one that did. Original Sherko used to rate them off of ERAs, and you find some guys. I mean, the same guy can load up the bases and get a lucky out and come out of it with a 0 ERA, and the next guy gives up the home run and he's got like an 18.00 ERA. So that's how finicky. I'd prefer to go by on base again or this case, I guess they're starting to use whip and stuff. So there's a lot of different things that I tend to. I just saw a little. Wonder what the hell that was. I don't want to leave that in there. Home run pitcher. Oh, home pitcher. No, I don't want that. Cut that. Yeah, I got a few of them in there, don't I? So I got rid of all these. Oh, I did put that in there. Undo, undo. I did put that in there. I don't use that anymore. I don't use it anymore. I put that into automatic. Okay, never mind. Let me get sidetracked. Sorry, guys. Anyway, when I set this up, I automatically roll for their good stuff, bad stuff, average stuff. This guy's got poor stuff today. So Bosio is starting out with poor stuff. Still got good numbers, but he's going to walk more than normal. Probably give up more hits than normal. He's facing Devin White. Let's go ahead and hit. The pitch to Devin White is going to be 46. Go to the ballpark right away. 10. Roll again. Pitch again. 21. Going to be a strikeout. Strikeout for Devin White. And we are into the game. Roberto Alomar. Pitch to him. 26. Possible single. No, that is a single. Straight up single for Alomar. No plus sign, so he's not going to attempt to steal. I just use the easy peasy. If there's a plus mark, run their stolen base against it to see whether they're safe or not. I haven't gotten into splitting off and trying to use the arms and stuff yet. I want to keep the stats kind of down there, especially when I'm playing the dead ball series. They stole a lot, even if they had 4 stolen base percentages. So, all right, Basio against Molitor. Molitor finally got his ring. He's a BH and a hit and run, so I'm not going to hit and run with him. I'm going to go ahead and bat away. No run, no bases in. 62. We go over to the pitcher's card. 62 is a strikeout, so he gets a second strikeout. That doesn't look like he's got bad stuff, does it? And John Olerud comes up. His first at bat of the season. Played 158 games because he plays almost every one but the first game. Pitch to Olerud. Again, we're not going to be hit and run or anything. I forgot to give the out. No, I didn't. It's there. Gone crazy. Don't mind me. Anyway, we rolled a 16. That's going to be an out X. Come over here, hit the out X, grounder to the pitcher, double play 163. We don't need that. So it's going to just be an out 1-3. I'll quit explaining and start playing. How's that? I'm not a good explainer anyway. Omar Vizcael comes up. He's got a couple of bats. He's walked a couple of times in the season so far. We're facing Al Leiter. Al Leiter in real life was 9-6 with 2 saves, had 12 games started, 1 complete game. Pitch to Vizcael. 15 is going to be an out. Come over to the out button, fly out the right fielder. And in this game, it does make a difference whether I hit out or out X. The out X includes the double play chances because the out X means you've got a good chance of hitting to a double play if it's in the ground. So there's something in there that makes a difference. So we got a fly ball to right field. Henry Cotto comes up. Henry Cotto, first at bat for him, too. He played 54 games, batted 190. He's not going to play a whole lot. That's for darn sure, that batting average. 41 off of his card isn't out. That's going to overrule the pitcher's walk. So it doesn't matter whether Leiter has good stuff or bad stuff. Leiter must have walked a lot that season because he's got 3 walks and he's got average stuff. I'd hate to see what his poor stuff was. Poor stuff's probably all walks. Anyway, you read the batter's card first. That's an out. Overrules the walks. Cotto did not walk much, so he is going to have an out, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And then Griffey Jr. comes up. Griffey Jr.'s batting 500 in the early season. Got a double to show for it. Pitch to him from Leiter is a 54. We go to 54 chart. Strike 3. The catcher's got a G rating. He has an N rating. This is the Blue Jays are away, so that's going to be a ball four, a walk for Leiter because he's an N rate. Batter walks. Griffey's on base. Does not get any steal or anything. Tino Martinez comes up. Tino Martinez 109 games played. Got a pretty big bat. Pitch to him. 53. Going to be checking for a range play 5. Got to check KD first. 5's not within the KD, so we'll go to the 53 range chart. Going to be checking the third base. Third base is an out. He gets the range. So the 7 over here, the defensive 20, is less than his range rating. So he does get the out. The higher the range, the better. The higher the error range, the worse. All right, so that's going to be an out 5-3. And actually, there's a double play chance, but because we got 2 outs, he's just going to go for the simple out at first. Out 5-3. Down goes the Mariners, and we have a 0-0 game after 1. We go to Darren Jackson coming up in the second. Pitch to Jackson, 56. Batter's card, that's usually a K. Strikes him out. Not always, though. Ward Turner, especially when you're playing like 1927, that is a walk-heavy season, not a strikeout-heavy season. Ward Turner comes up. He's had 1 at bat so far, played 72 games. Pitched to Turner, 61. That might be a strikeout too, and it is. 2 down. He is in a strikeout fervor today. You can tell he has poor stuff. 4 of his 5 outs so far have been strikeouts. Ed Sprague comes up. Pitch to him. 23. Possible striking. That is a strikeout. He is out. Gone. I hit the wrong button too. That's why that came up. Strikeout. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. You can't tell he has the bad stuff. That's for darn sure. Al Leiter against Greg Linton. Greg Linton, 72 games played. This is his first at bat. Pitch to Linton. 32. Going over to the pitcher's card. It's going to be a double. Linton gets a hit. First hit for the Mariners brings up Jay Buhner. Jay Buhner's got 2 at bats, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. He has not been productive so far. He is a C hit and run, so we're not going to hit and run, and we do not going to play the base or the infield end either. We're going to go ahead and pitch 61. 61's probable strikeout, and it is. Buhner strikes out again. He is a strikeout machine so far this season. He's not done much offensively. Mike Blowers, third at bat. He struck out twice. Pitch to him. I still got Buhner showing. It's all right. I'm going to roll the dice and then switch it over. I forgot to hit put out. Blowers. Blowers, 127 games played. 24 is the pitch to him. We hit by pitch 1-3. Actually, it'll be a 1-4. We have a 7. Not going to be there, so that's an out. Fly out to left field, and the runner's going to hold. So he stays on second, out F7. Dave Valda, catcher's up. 2 at bats, no hits. He walked and he struck out so far. Pitch to him, 63. 63 is going to be an out. Ground out second base, 4-3. We don't have to worry about anything else. That's out 4-3. And go to the top of the third. Mariners. Pat Borders is up. Pat Borders is batting 0 so far. Pitch from Bosio has struck out everybody but 1 so far. 26. Single against the lefty. He's a righty. That's just going to be an out. Pops up to the shortstop. 1 down. Dick Schofield. He's 0 for 3 now, too. Pitch to him. 31. That's going to be a single. Most cards, 31's a single. Schofield's on with a single. And that'll bring up Devin White, who struck out his first time up. He's not a good hit and runner, so we're just going to go ahead and bat away. 21. Strikeout again. And Roberto Alomar is up. Pitch to Alomar. 55. Well, that's going to be trouble. 14 is a triple. Alomar gets the triple. And the Blue Jays will strike first. Paul Molitor comes up, 2 out, runner on third. Pitch to Molitor, 32. That's going to be an out. Ground out to the shortstop. That's going to be an out, 6-3. Runner will not score. And we go to the bottom of the third. Blue Jays lead 1-0. Rich Amaral. 2 at-bats, no hits. Pitch to him from Leiter, 54. We go to the 54. No, we do not go to the 54 chart. The D20 is with the KD, so that's going to be a strikeout for Leiter. Lots of strikeouts happen in this game. I don't always get them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I've been finding the averages are right in there so far in both seasons. Sometimes they can fluctuate like any replay, but they're right in there. And more Vizcael. He flew out his last time up. Pitch to him, 55. That's going to be trouble. Single plus. That means he's going to single, and he's going to steal on a 9 or higher. At 11, he's got caught stealing. Caught stealing second. All right, that's 2 down. Henry Cotto flew out his last time up. Pitch, 41. Definitely an out. I think he rode that last time, too. Fly out to left field again. Out F7. Oh, come on. Undo that. I don't know what's going on with my head sometimes or my fingers. I just get click happy or something. See right there, I'm going to the hits instead of the outs. I can play this game sharp on my laptop all the time. Sit up headphones on. I'm an idiot. Olerud against Bazio. Pitch to Olerud. 32. Going to be an out. Ground out to the first baseman. 3 unassisted. Darren Jackson. Batting 400 so far. He struck out his last time up. Pitch to him. 41. It's going to be a walk. Ward Turner. Ward Turner's still waiting for his first hit. Not a good hit and runner. And we're going to go ahead and pitch to him. 35. 35 is going to be an out. Fly ball to left fielder. Runner holds. Out at 7. 2 down. Runner on first. Ed Sprague's up. He struck out last time up. Pitch to him. 36. 36 is going to be an out. Ground out to the shortstop. 6-3. Don't need to do anything else. Go for the easy out. And down goes the side. Not 1-2-3, but effectively done nonetheless. Al Leiter still holding off the Mariner onslaught. We're facing Ken Griffey Jr. Griffey Jr.'s been hot so far, and he's walked his first time up. So pitch to him from Leiter, 43. It's going to be a walk. Leiter's got a lot of them showing, even though he's got regular stuff. So Griffey's on with the second walk of the game. And that brings up Tino Martinez. He's been hot too. Pitch to him, 22. That's going to be problems. That's a walk. Another walk for Leiter. So Leiter's got some control issues today. Hasn't given up a run, but that's his third walk. Greg Litton. Greg Litton has singled his last time and his only time up this season. Pitch to him. It's going to be a 36. That's going to be an out. Runners on first and second. Ground out to the shortstop. Esser and A armed second baseman will start the double play. He's a debut, so it's just going to be a 6-4 fielder's choice. And Griffey's going to hit third. All right, so we got Litton and Griffey on with 2 out, or 1 out rather, for Jay Buhner. Jay Buhner's been the strikeout machine. He's not getting much offense so far. Pitch to him. 16, going to be another strikeout. If he doesn't get the job done, it is now 2 out from Mike Flowers. Got 2 guys on base trying to drive a run in. Tied this game up. He flew out his last time up. Pitched to Flowers. 25. 25 is an out X. Ground out to the shortstop. We don't have to worry about the double play. That's just going to be an out 6-3. All right, Pat Borders comes up in the top of the 5th. Blue Jays leading 1-0. Actually, a good pitch game, well pitched game, other than Leiter's 3 walks. Pat Borders still waiting for his first hit. Pitch to him, 56. That's going to be a strikeout. Oh, it's not an out. Put out. There we go. I get confused. Dick Schofield. Pitch to him, 45. Go over here. That's going to be an out. Fly out the right fielder. And that'll bring up Devin White. Devin White struck out twice so far. Not having a good game. 24. 24 is a hit by pitch, 1-7, 1-8. We have an 18. Nope, that's going to be an out. Fly out to center field. And they go down 1-2-3 for Vasio this time. Dave Val trying to get something going for these Mariners. They had it a little bit last inning with the 2 walks, but they couldn't do anything with it. Val comes up looking for his first hit. Pitch to Val. 56. Going to be a strikeout. Hitting the wrong buttons. Out, strikeout. Both pitchers are starting to get a strikeout groove now. Rich Almiral. Pitch to him. 65. That's going to hurt. Nope, not really. -10. He's a -1-5, so there's no hit home run. And that's going to be a out. Fly ball to left field. Out F7. Drives it deep, but not deep enough. And they haul it in for the out. 2 down. Omar Vizquiel coming up. Single got caught stealing last time. Flew out his first time up. Pitch to him. 43. 43 is a walk. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what I did with this down here. So another walk for Leiter. He is struggling with the walks. Pitching well otherwise. He just doesn't have pinpoint control at all. Henry Cotto. Henry Cotto with a runner on first, 2 out. Cotto's still looking for his first hit. He flew out twice. Pitch to him. 36. Blank space. We go over the batter's card. That's an out. Pop up to the shortstop, and they're out of the jam. And so we now go to the 6th. Top of the 6th. Jays still lead at 1-0. 5 hits between the 2 teams. Other than the walks, been a well-pitched team. Roberto Alomar tripled and singled. Pitch to him. 41. That's going to be a walk. Paul Molitor. Paul Molitor has grounded out and struck out. Still waiting on his first hit. He's a VH and R. Way this game's going, I'm going to take a chance. We're going to hit and run. So I'm going to go ahead and roll and then hit and run. Oh, actually, I put that in there already. I don't have to hit roll anymore. Check dice 42 for a walk. It is a walk, so he's going to walk. Molitor is on base, 2 walks now. So Basio is starting to get a little bit of a control bug going on. John Olerud, 2 on, nobody out. And we don't hit and run with a runner on second. 16's the pitch to him. Out X. Good possibility for a ground double play. Ground out double play. Ground out to the first baseman. Runners advance. Batter out at first, 3-1. He did not get the good hit. Out 3-1, and both runners advance. That's because I hit and run. That's right. No, I didn't. I just hit regular out. Yeah. Not all of them are going to be double plays. Out 3-1. He had the range for that one. Out 3-1. All right, runners in second, third, one out. Darren Jackson. Darren Jackson's been hot so far. He's walked, struck out, batting .400 on the season. Pitch to him. I think I am going to bring the infield in on this one. 63 is going to be an out. Um, Infield in holds third if playing in, but can risk with a 1-3. So we're going to go 4-3. Runners advance, but they don't because he's in. So it's going to be an out 4-3. Runners hold. But wouldn't have played him in, and sometimes that bites in the ass too. If you play in, it'll get through the vacated position. So it doesn't always work out like this. This time it worked out. Out 4-3. Runners will not advance because I played in. Out 4-3. I like the way that's put together. They all hold. Two out, don't need to play in. Ward Turner still waiting for his first hit. We don't need to play in, so we're just going to play regular. 12 is the pitch. Out X, ground ball to second base. Exact same thing we had last time. That's going to be an out 4-3, and he gets out of the inning. Nice little pitcher still going on here. A little sloppy with the walks, but a good game otherwise. Griffey Jr. comes up. He's walked twice. Batting .500 so far. Pitch to Jr. 55. Home run 1-14. There it is. Boom. Gone. Out of here. Home run. Tie game. And that brings up Tino Martinez. Pitch to Martinez, 53. KD defense to 4. Does not fall into KD. So we got to go to the 53, which is a range check. Second baseman. He'll pass the range check. We have a 6 there. He's an 8. So that's passed. Out 4-3. 2 down. Or 1 down, rather. Litton comes up. He's doubled and grounded into a fielder's choice. Pitch to Litton is a 45. 45 over here is an out. Fly out to center field. 2 down. Jay Buhner comes up, striking out a lot. He's 4 at bats, 4 strikeouts, and a walk. He is waiting to get his back going. Definitely frustrated at the plate. Pitch to him, 66. 1-16. Damn, he just got it going. That's a home run. 2 home runs in the inning, and the Mariners lead it 2-1. Buhner finally got his first hit, and he made it count. Mike Blowers comes up. Tabulate the home run. So Leiter is now down 2-1, and Blowers is up. Blowers is waiting for his first hit. He struck out and grounded out. Pitched to Blowers. 62 is going to be a K1-4. Nope, that's just going to be an out. Anything over here that does not fall in the range is just a regular out. You roll for an out on the out chart. Line out to left field. L7, and we are done with that inning. But the Mariners come back, hit 2 blasts. They're now leading the game 2-1. Mariners beat the Blue Jays in the first game too, so the Blue Jays are not living up to potential yet. 1 game deep, so you can't say anything yet. Ed Sprague struck out and grounded out, facing Basio. Basio now has the lead to hold. See what he does with it. 53. We're going to go to the 18's higher than the KD, so we go to the range chart again. Against the third baseman, we have an out. The 12 is less than his 14, so that's out 5-3. No problem there. That chart is just brutal in 1927 because their ranges suck. Pat Borders. Pat Borders is struck out and popped up. Pitch to Borders. 44 is going to be a single. Gets his first hit of the season. And I bring up Dick Schofield. He is singled, scored, and flown out. 1 out. Dick Schofield. 31. That's going to be another single. Single, and the center fielder holds and holds him at second. We're not going to run with the rest. So that's going to be a single. And as you saw, he's faced his max amount of batters. And I'd be starting to get a little worried too, because we do now have the lead. And I would not leave them in this game, because you see how easy it is. One roll over here that sends you to a pitcher's card, and he's giving up stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out Bossio here in the 7th. And that's going to be Russ Swan. Russ Swan, he's going to have average stuff. He's 23 games pitched, 3.3 win-loss record, 2.24 ERA, WHIP, which is very high if I'm not mistaken. I don't usually they're mostly in low ones. That's going to be a new pitcher, Swan. I don't think he's pitched any games yet. Nope. He'll be facing Devin White, who struck out twice and flown out. Pitch to White, 45. 45 is going to be a walk. Wow. 4 walks with a average stuff. He is horrible. I get sidetracked here real quick and go look at his card. I do stupid things like that sometimes. I love playing the cards and everything, and I just don't have space to keep pulling them out. So I'm a PDF person. I know a lot of you guys hate the PDFs, but they're what makes it work for me. I have no choice. Russ Swan. Russ Swan. Yeah, look at that. He walked a ton. All 4, no matter what stuff he comes in with, he gives up a lot of hits and he gives up a lot of walks. Wow. Amazing. All right. Forgot what I was doing there. Got so sidetracked. Devin White. Devin White walked. Bases loaded. Brought Swan in to stem the tide, and he's just made things a little worse. Roberto Alomar. Pitch to Alomar. Yeah, let's play the infield in. That's 12. That's going to be a walk plus plus. Ouch. 9 times out of 10, that's a out. But no, when a batter walks a lot, they take the place. He walks a run in, and we now have a tie game. The bases loaded, 1 out. Paul Molitor looking for his first hit. I'm going to go ahead and play the infield in again. 53. Not within the KD, so we go look for a range check. Center fielder, that's an out. If it's an out, hmm, after 8, he's got an average arm. Usually it'll tell me, I'm going to pause this quick. I'm going to look at the real charts because sometimes that's my fault for putting this together. I'll be right back, guys. There you go. On fly outs, all runners hold their base, which makes sense because um, I'm going to have to go in and make a macro for not macro, but some kind of a decision on that to catch that a little bit better. So center field is going to be an out, no advance. F8. Molitor still does not get his first hit of the season. He could have done a lot of damage there. That's 2 out now. Bases loaded for John Olerud, who's still got to get his first hit of the season. We do not need to play runners in, so we're going to play normal defense. 22, it's going to be a single, and Olerud's going to come through. Single to center. Devin White's going to hold third, but if there's 2 outs, it's his chance at home, 1-3. He's got to try home. He's going to be out on a 1-3. And that's a 3, so he is out. So we got a single and Devin White out at home, and that's going to end the inning. Single, he scores. Devin White out at home. With center field, 8-2. All right. So it is now a 3-2 ball game. The seesaw continues. Dave Val against Al Leiter. Al Leiter's only good against 2 more batters. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull him out with all his walks. and see if the bullpen can take us on out of this because I don't want to try to get him through this inning. I know he's not going to make it, and I don't like it when they go to 4 in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and try and bring him out in this 7th. I'll do it in some games, sometimes, but not the way he's been pitching anyway. Timlin. Mike Timlin will come in. Timlin, 54 games, 1630 whip, and 4-2-1 record. And he has not pitched yet. He'll be facing Dave Val. And he's got average stuff. Whenever I hit this return button over here, it automatically rolls through the stuff. So if you're screaming at me that I'm not doing the stuff, I am. I've automated it so I don't forget. And he is on average stuff, and it does not look too sharp. Well, 1630 is not very sharp. So pitch to Val. 65. That's going to be a home run against the pitcher. 12. Dag gone. He just blasts a home run. Ties the game up. Welcome to the game, Mr. Timlin. How about checking this one out? Rich Amaral comes up with a tie game now. Actually, that's considered a blown save. Not Swan. Swan came in, but he didn't give up the runs. I can't really. I got to see how that happened. What was the? When did I bring him in? Yeah, he issued the walks, didn't he? That tied it up. Yeah, that is a blown save for him. They both get a blown save then. Rich Amaral. Pitch to him. 43. Walk 1 to 10. It's a 19. That's going to be an out. F9. Omar Vizcaino. Pitch to him. 64. That's going to be an out. 6 to 3. 2 down. And Henry Cotto. Still looking for his first hit. Pitch to him. 44. He's going to get an out. But usually that's a hit. But Cotto's such a poor hitter that for him that's going to be an out. Out 4 to 3. 9 times out of 10, if you're rolling doubles, you got something bad going on for the pitcher. Darren Jackson. He'll be up. Do we want to keep Swanee in there? He usually only pitches 1 inning, so I'm going to go ahead and pull him out in the 8th. For the Mariners, that's going to be, I know I got somebody beside. Yep, Rich DeLucia. Hope I'm saying the names right. All right, he's going to come in. 30 games pitched, 1 game started, 43 innings pitched. Whip of 116.35, 3 wins, 6 losses. He's got good stuff. Don't tell me that because he's got 2 walks showing there, but I can only imagine what his other ones look like. We pitcher DeLucia, and he has not pitched yet. He'll be facing Darren Jackson. Pitch to Jackson, 63. That's going to be a strikeout. He does get the strikeouts, don't he? All right, Turner Ward, still looking for his first hit. Trying to start looking at whether I want to pinch hit guys or not too. He's a switch hitter, light hitter. See, you don't know this as a manager in real life, so I try not to look too much into this. I try to look at how they're doing in my replay and how they're doing in the game, and give myself the information that the manager would really have. He is left versus right. I'm going to pull him out for a pinch hitter though. As a manager, you know he hasn't gotten a hit yet this year, and he has not been effective yet this game. He struck out, grounded out, and flown out. plays left field in this game, and I'm sure I got somebody I can bring in for a left fielder. So let's go ahead and pinch hit against a righty. For the Blue Jays, it's going to be Alfredo Griffin. I played him in 1980. We did an inside pitch game. Alfredo Griffin. He's going to pinch hit for how quickly I forget Turner Ward. You're not going to be able to replace Turner Ward in there. So who can I bring in? Griffin plays third, second, and short. So has somebody that plays left field. It's third, second, and short. No, I'm going to end up having to take out Griffin just for the pinch hit, and they'll bring Darnell Coles in probably. Yeah, that's the only choice I have. All right, so it's going to be Alfredo Griffin on the pinch hit. It's Griffin's first at bat of the season so far. He is also a switch hitter, 211 hitter. We got a little improvement there. Pitch to Griffin, 32. 32 is going to be a strikeout. He strikes out a ton of them. All right, Griffin gets a strikeout, so that's going to bring up Ed Sprague. He has grounded out twice and struck out. He has got one hit on the season so far. He is a righty on a righty. I'm going to leave him in. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We still got the ninth inning to play. Though I could pinch hit for him. Have Griffin outstanding yet. Griffin can come in third base. So let's take a look at who the pinch hitter would be, if we so desire to bring in a pinch hitter against a lefty or a righty. That would be Darnell Coles. That's going to work out. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So bring in Darnell Coles, batting seventh for Sprague. So we will now bring in, we'll put Alfredo Griffin at third base, and we're going to go ahead and put Darnell Coles at left field when all that happens. I'm going to go ahead and pinch hit for him and bring in Darnell Coles to pinch hit. All right, and that is, he's already pinch hit once. He struck out his only appearance. Darnell Coles, 2 out, nobody on. Pitch, 64, strikeout. Can't avoid that. And yes, we need a defense. So we got Griffin at third base for Sprague. And we got Coles at left field for Turner. Yep. All right. Bottom of the eighth, 3-3 ball game. Griffey Jr. We had Timlin in there. Timlin's usually about a 1 inning pitcher. He can go 2 innings from time to time. I'm going to leave him in here. I don't think he did badly, did he? No. Hey, he did give up the home run, so yes, he did do badly. um, let's see if he can hold him. Against Griffey Jr. Griffey Jr. is the one you want in there. He did homer earlier. He homered and walked twice. You don't pull him out. Pitch to Griffey Jr. 52 is going to be a check on the defense, but nope. Strikeout first. D20 is within the range, and we have a strikeout on Griffey. Tino Martinez, he's walked and grounded out twice. He has been back good this season, so I'm going to keep him in there. Pitch 26. TR single. That is going to be a single against the righty. So Tino Martinez continues to bat hot. Greg Linton, the DH, is out. He's doubled, fielder's choice, and flown out. Righty against a righty. We'll go ahead and keep him in there because of that double. 42. Gonna walk him. I think I've seen enough. Jay Buhner. Jay Buhner's a righty. I'm going to leave Buhner in there. It's a matter of do I want to leave Timlin in there to face him. He is a righty. I'm going to give him this last batter. Pitched to Buhner, 43. 43 is a walk 1-10. He walks him too, and he is definitely getting pulled. Now we don't have a choice. All right, eighth inning for the Blue Jays. Danny Cox hasn't pitched yet. Got to put them in alphabetical order. It's easy to do. I just won't do it while they're in the game screen because I have to sort too many different screens. Danny Cox comes in 44 games pitched, 84 innings pitched, long reliever, 1.226 ERA on the ERA whip, 7 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves. He's got average stuff over here to 2. Against Flowers. Flowers is grounded out, flown out twice. No hits on the season. So he's a righty against a righty. Let's see if we got a left-handed pinch hitter we can bring in. For the Mariners, Lee Tinsley. And Flowers is third base. Tinsley for Flowers. Flowers is third base. So Tinsley's a left fielder, so he's not going to take his place. So that was, oh God, I missed what we were doing. 1, 2, 7, bat 7th. All right, Cox against Tinsley. Tinsley's batting 158 in 11 games. Not the oft-used pinch hit Tinsley. I don't think he's even batted yet this season. No, he is not. Pitch to Tinsley is going to be 12. Strikeout. Got to use them, though. You can't let them sit on the bench. The managers do not have the information you use. That's why I use a lot of aides to help me make the pinch hit decisions and the pitching decisions, because your human nature is to want to use the good ones and then put the bad ones in when the situation calls for. It doesn't matter, and it just, to me, it's wrong because you don't have that information in real life. David Val, 2 outs, runners on first, second, and third. Bases loaded. David Val, he's a righty on a righty. He has homered, struck out, and grounded out. I'm going to leave him in there just because he did hit the homer. Pitch to him, 14. That's going to be an out of X. That is a fly ball to the center field. Drives it deep, but not deep enough. 2 outs, so the runners do not advance. Advance to the dugout. And that is going to be it. We brought in Tinsley for Flowers. So we need a third baseman now. Tinsley cannot do that. Do I have a fielder that can play third base? I got a fielder that can play first base. Griffey can. First baseman cannot play third, though. So I'm going to pull Tinsley out. And we'll bring in Backman. Backman or Felder. Mike Felder plays more games. We'll bring Bachman in. He only played 10 games. He may get injured or something, so I will bring him in. 5'7" Bachman. And defense. All right, there we go. We are good to go now. Now it is the ninth inning, tie game. Pat Borders against Rich DeLucia. DeLucia, he can pitch multiple innings, and I will definitely leave him in there. Um, I'm not going to be so much on pinch hitters now because we're going to watch that too. We're starting to get to the point in the game where we may not have a whole lot. We got, daggone, Joe Carter sitting on the bench. Um, Randy Knorr, he does bat left. Do I want to give up Borders though? Do I really want to give up Borders? Porter's a single, scored, struck out, popped up. I'm going to leave him in there because I like his defense better. Nope. 42, that's going to be an out, overrides the walk, and he is out 6-3. Borders goes down, one down. That's going to bring up Dick Schofield. He's singled twice, scored twice, and flown out. I would definitely leave him in there. He's got a hot hand. See, in real life, you would look at that and say no, but he's having a good game, so I've got to do it. 41, that's going to be a walk for him, too, so he continues to have a good game. All right. One out, one on. Devin White. Devin White's walked, struck out twice, flown out. He's a switch hitter. I'll leave him in there to try and sort through his problems. Pitch to him, 46. Ballpark, 8. Roll again. 44 is going to hurt. That's going to be a triple. 7. He comes through. Devin White, triple. Drives in a run. And the Jays lead again. Top of the ninth. Roberto Alomar, 2 on. 1 on. 1 out. Runner on third. I'll leave DeLucia in there. It's his game right now. 34. Single. Maybe I won't. Alomar drives in another run. It is now a 5-3 ball game. With Paul Molitor up. Molitor's been struggling righty on righty. I'll leave him against Molitor, but after that, he's pulling out. We're going to have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Not Swan. He already pitched. John Cummings going to be warming up in the bullpen. Pitch to Molitor. 13. Walk plus. Ouch. He walks, he can't steal because Alomore's clogging the bases. So that's a walk, and we're going to go ahead and pull in Cummings. The wheels fell off for DeLucia. We bring Cummings in. Cummings is not pitched yet. And Cummings comes in with good stuff. A little high on the whip. 0-6 record. 10 games. 8 games started. 1 complete game. But he did relieve a little bit, and this is going to be his relief. All right, facing Olerud. Lefty on lefty. 2 on. 1 out. Pitch to him. No, we're not going to play the infield in. 44, that's going to hurt. That's a double. Left field scores on the left field if the left field is a weak or an average arm, and he has a strong arm, so they're not going to score. It's going to be a double, another run in. It is now a 6-3 ball game. Darren Jackson's up. It is Cummings' game to lose, or I mean, I'm not going to pull him out now. Facing Darren Jackson, second and third, 1 out. Pitch to Jackson, 12. Possible, no, that is a strikeout. Strikes him down. And that brings up Alfredo Griffin, who struck out in his pinch hit appearance. Pitch to him, 52. Go to the KD defense, 16 is too high. 52 is an error check. Third baseman, he makes an error. Two-base error at that. I'm going to count that as a double because this doesn't keep stats. It just advances on 2 bases. And the runners all score on a 2-base error to the third baseman. And the wheels are just falling off for the Mariners now. And those 2 runs are unearned. Because we are 2 outs, they will not be earned. We should have been 3 outs right now. Does not matter. They're still on the scoreboard. It is now an 8-3 ball game. Darnell Coles is up against John Cummings. The wheels have completely fallen off. Bachman, who I brought in as a defensive replacement, and I paid that price. That 20 right there. He did not stand a chance. I didn't bring him in as a defense. I had no choice. Yeah, I did. I could have brought in, but the way I have this set up, uh, we could have brought Felder in. But Felder, that's his third. He plays third base only on rare occasions. They go left and right in the order of appearances. So I decided on Bachman, who is a everyday third baseman, and I paid the price for that because it cost me. The ball will find the newest person in. Pitch to Coles. 35. Out. 5-3. Bachman gets that one. Inning's over, but the damage is done. They almost bat around. They do send 9 batters to the plate, and it is now an 8-3 ball game in the bottom of the ninth. Danny Cox is in there. Danny Cox can play multiple innings, so I will leave him in there. There is not a save appearance, and Cox has not been doing too badly. So we're going to go ahead and face Rich Amaral. Amaral has flown out twice and struck out. Still waiting for his first hit. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a pinch hitter in there against the righty. Tinsley's already been in. Pete O'Brien. Pinch hit O'Brien. Backup catcher. I think. Amaral. Batting ninth. Nope, first base and left field. All right, O'Brien. O'Brien's actually been at bat 4 times, and he's got a hit, so maybe he can get a rally started here for him. He is 257 in real life. Pitch to him, 34. Come over here, that's going to be an out, 3-1. And that brings up Omar Vizcaíno. Omar Vizcaíno. I will leave him in there, I think. Yeah, he's walked, single, grounded out, and flown out. 31. That's going to be a single. Can he get it started? Single to right field. Nope, Henry Cotto. Henry Cotto has flown out twice, popped up, and grounded out. Still waiting for his first hit. This is his only appearance in the season so far, though. Righty on a righty. Cotto is playing left field, so I could put O'Brien in there. That'll still leave me out of second baseman. Let's see if we can get a pinch hitter in there. Pinch hitter can play second base. Mike Felder, what's he play? Third base. He can take third base. Bachman can take second. So we'll go ahead and bring Felder in now. Felder for lost track. Felder for I completely lost track of where I was at. Cotto. Good Lord, Greg, where's that brain at? That in second. And then he will take over but we'll move some stuff around. We'll have Bachman move to we go Felder to 11. He has not had a appearance. Pinch hit Felder. Yeah, he's about 4 times so far. Pitch to Felder, 54. Go to 54 chart because D20 is too high for the KD. 54 chart says single to right field and roll for an error. No E shell in there, so that's just going to be a single to right field. And he's going to go ahead and just be second base there. There's single and an error. No error. And Griffey Jr. is up with 2 on. 1 out. Griffey Jr.'s for big home run, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Pitch to Griffey Jr. 24. Hit by pitch 1-6. -5, 1. We have an 11. No hit by pitch. It's going to be an out. Grounded out second base. When it doesn't have anything in there, that usually means they advance. Deep ground out to second. Out 4-3. Runners advance. Drama is still in place. They still need 5 runs. They got 2 on, 2 out. Tino Martinez up. He could make it a new ball game just with 1 swing of the bat. Pitch to Tino, 62. 62 is going to be a strikeout, and he does not. That ends the game. Good game. Well pitched game until the late innings. The bullpens came in and did not do very well. Cox gets the win. Cummings, delay that DeLucia, I believe, gets the loss. We're going to double check that. Look at the reports. DeLucia gets the loss. Yes. All right. There you have it. That's Fall Classic. I'm still learning. This first time I record. I know I did record it one other time, I think. I'm just not as sharp as I should be on here yet. I don't have it down to a routine like I have inside pitch. So it took me a little longer. When I'm playing on my laptop, I'm a lot faster. I tend to yak too much when I'm on, as I'm doing right now, on the camera. Thanks everybody for joining me. Fall Classic Baseball. Edit out my spewing, and we probably only had about a 40-minute ball game, maybe a little bit more than that. See you next time. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.